Good afternoon. It is day 4. Had a great night last night, sleeping. Got more sleep. Things are they're looking up as far as all that goes. I watched the video from yesterday. I'm laughing because I'm trying to make myself better by not saying and it's a bad habit. I'm trying to break it. I need to get better at my public speaking again. I just I've gotten horrible with it. And to be honest, I contribute a lot of that to alcohol. The meeting today, I had to read out loud a little bit, and my reading skills just stank. I felt embarrassed, and I know I shouldn't be, but I never realized how much I had slipped back mentally. Uh, so I know it's a work in progress or work in process, and the fog is starting to kind of lift a little bit more each day. I feel that my brain is working a lot more than it used to, which is amazing. On another note, I forgot to add yesterday, a buddy of mine there at the meeting made me a day 3 chip. I thought that was awesome, and that's just the that's just the kind of personality our group has. Just very good people, very open-hearted, and also lighthearted. And I cannot say enough about the group I'm with. And I know everybody's mileage may vary. Personalities differ, and there's just a lot to it. But the one I'm a part of is it's just really, to me, just very beautiful, very awesome. Uh, wouldn't trade them for the world. Anyway, what else has been going on? Things are just, they're looking up. Today has felt even better than yesterday. Yesterday I had a really good day. I actually ate dinner. That is the first full meal I've eaten in 4 days. And it was awesome. And I know it's going to come back, the eating and getting back into the rhythm and of, life, the right kind of life. So that happened, and I'm saying again. You just got to bear with me. I'm sorry. But, there's just, I'm excited to get back on track, kind of pick up mentally where I've left off from years ago. I know I'm not severely bad, but it's bad enough that I notice and I can tell. There was a period that I was doing some instructing within the military, and it everything just seemed to come more natural. My public speaking skills were a lot better. Now, granted, I was teaching on things that I knew a lot about and had a lot of interest in. And this is something that I'm just kind of, I don't take notes. First note I've ever taken to shoot a video. I'm not a vlogger, whatever they call them. I'm just an idiot with a camera that just wants to just log as I go. And if 20 people look at it, great. Hopefully it affected somebody in a positive way. Or hopefully it made someone think about something. It's not about me, like I keep saying, and I'm just going to keep telling you. It is not about me. It's about everybody else. And I don't want it to come across that I know everything and I know what I'm doing and I've got, because it ain't that either. It's just idiot with a camera. But also, because if I start to have to slip back. Others, I got a roster of people I can call that, and I will take them up when it, if it comes down to that, when, if and when, but also video evidence to be able to go back for myself and see from day one and then progress and say, do I really want to go back to day one? And then just to remember those really crappy feelings, the sleepless nights, the anxiety, just mass anxiety. It's just, like I said yesterday, it holds me accountable to myself. The more I do, holds me accountable. And something I started focusing on yesterday, and I'm not bragging, I've always been the type to kind of come out of my shell and help others in whatever. But I've noticed throughout the last few years, I've shut people off with that. So I try to make it a daily thing to go help somebody else, no matter what. Take yourself out of that comfort zone. And I believe it does the world a lot of good because it takes the focus off you yourself and puts it back onto others where it should be. The world does not revolve around us. And I'm glad I said that, because last night I was thinking, and that's all alcoholism is. It's selfishness. And I think back to me, that is the most selfish act I could have done in my life, and I did do for 22 years, is be an alcoholic. Because that tells the rest of the world that you don't matter, it's all about me. And that's me breaking it down in the most simplest terms that I can put it. And I wish when I was 16, I could look back, or I could look forward to today or last week and look at that beer and say, no, I'm good. But I can't. But maybe me doing this, some 16, 18, however old person younger than me can look at these videos and say, I do not want to be like that idiot. No. And maybe it makes a difference, maybe it doesn't. But like someone said today, maybe I may not change their life, but maybe I'll plant the seed. And she had a very good point. Sometimes we think too much of a big picture of, I've got to go change the world. Sometimes your job is just to plant a seed. And I look back at just the complete strangers. One older man, I was at a VFW in Georgia, getting drunk. You're getting ready to drive to the Waffle House because the bar was shutting down. And the guy just said, hey, I'll drive to the Waffle House. I haven't drank anything. I'll even buy your breakfast for you. No. Because I knew what he was after. He wanted to talk. He wanted to say, man, why are you doing this to yourself? I was only, I guess, 27, I think, if I remember right at that time. Something like that. And I remember that vividly. That man planted a seed. And he's probably passed away now. But it did so much for me, because sometimes you get enough people that plant seeds in you, that voice just gets louder and louder and louder of, you're not supposed to be doing this. You're going down a bad path. You're doing the wrong thing. And that's wrestling within yourself. And that's something that I was doing all the last few weeks. It was just that constant wrestling of, you're not doing right. It's God. I come from a Christian background. I believe I've said that before, but I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in the Bible. And here I am once a week in Bible study, studying the Bible, you know, and it's an intense study. I've never done a Bible study like this, and I mean, it's very intense. And that voice, it's in the book of Romans. I mean, that voice is just louder and louder. It's God, he's just, do you not see that you are a hypocrite? Because you act this way in front of this crowd, but then you go back to your normal crowd, your drinking buddies, and you're just a drunk. Now, you know, and I wrestled with it like, well, Lord, I don't get drunk. I just drink all day, or, you know, I'll have 12 or 16 or 18 beers or 20 on a weekend if I want to, you know, as long as I don't get drunk, because that's a drunkard. But it's, you know, God is not a lawyer. He writes it on your heart. And in my heart, I try to justify it with my mouth and brain, but in my heart, I knew, you're a drunk. Call it for what it is. You're a drunk. But I mean, that's all alcoholism is. It's selfishness, and it's run on my mom's side and on my dad's side. And they say it's carried over genes, and you know, I don't know. I'm not I'm not one of those people that are well versed and can show evidence of, you know, it's in your genes and you're just born into this disease. I don't know. All I say is I had it. I've got it. I'm sorry. I have it. And I don't want to suffer from it anymore. And like I shared, if I go to meetings every day for the rest of my life, so be it. Because guess what? I enjoy them. I have fun. I have met the coolest group of people that I'd have never known they suffer. I'd have never guessed it, but it's like, you know, oh darn, you know, don't throw me in the briar patch, you know. If I got to go meetings every day, that's fine. That's dandy. And there's probably going to come a time that I may not need to go every day, but guess what? I want to. So, synopsis, everything is improving. I'm excited. I'm going to eat another meal tonight. A full meal. Small victories. And I'm going to get even a better night's sleep. And these are just things I know are going to happen. But things are looking up. And for anyone still caught in the trap, the revolving trap of drinking every day and the anxiety, you got to put a little bit of sweat equity into it. And I'm not speaking from experience. I'm speaking of 4-day experience right here, but it does get better. I'm only 4 days in and it already feels this good. And your mileage may vary. I know our bodies are different and the chemicals and whatever. However, this is not a movie. This is not a script. This is just actually diarrhea of the mouth, my feelings. And I just want to let you know, if you're struggling, it does get better. You know, if you want me to pray for you, and send me a message. Seriously, I've got a prayer list like this long, and it's growing, and that's good. You know, if you need someone to talk to, no problem. I may not have all the answers. I may hardly have any answers. The only answers I may have can tell you where I've been and what it took for me. But I love you guys, and I appreciate the support that you guys give me. And go be a blessing to somebody. Find somebody today and just make their day. It doesn't have to be anything huge. Buy someone a soda that's in line in front of you. Just something is better than nothing. Love you guys. God bless. Talk to you tomorrow.